Hello everyone. We are representing Assistive Technology Lab, Sri Vishnu Engineering College for Women, Bemavaram. Our project is Beeper Ball for the Visually Challenged. Our team members are T. Anusha Priyanka, S. Veena Madhuri, myself, U. Vasanti and M. Spandana. Our project guide is VSR Pawan Kumar sir. The outline of our project is coming to the client details. His name is Jacob of 16 years and the motivation behind this project is as a part of Assistive Technology Lab, we visited a school for visually challenged people. In this connection, we happened to meet our client Mr. Jacob who is 16 years. He is very dynamic despite his inability to see world around him. He expressed his desire to play games like throwball, etc. Objective. This project proposes a sporting ball with a built-in motion sensor that provides information to players via a piezo beeper. It varies tone in response to motion and then focuses on how changes in the tone and action affect the interaction of both the players and their team members.
Coming to the solution of this project, we contain the components like microcontroller unit, motion sensor, tilt sensor, buzzer and a switch. This microcontroller unit is nothing but a PIC microcontroller unit and its specification is 16F877A. And coming to the diagram, here we considered the motion sensor and the tilt sensor. The outputs of the motion sensor and the tilt sensor are given as the inputs to the microcontroller unit and the switch is used to on and off the circuit, and the output of the microcontroller results in the form of the buzzer, that is nothing but a beeper sound which gives an alert signal to the players. Now coming to the detailed description, we have seen a microcontroller unit, and to this microcontroller unit we have given the outputs of the tilt sensor and the motion sensor. And this tilt sensor and the motion sensor, when these inputs are given, the microcontroller unit acts as a transmitter, that is, this is placed in the ball. So the ball acts as a transmitter and this transmitter gives the signals in the form of the buzzer, that is beep sound, to the receiver, that is who is ready to catch the ball. And the person who is ready to hold the ball has another microcontroller unit which acts as a receiver, and it also contains a switch to on and off the circuit. And the input to this microcontroller is nothing but the receiver, that is the transmitter in the microcontroller unit, that is in the ball, gives the signals to the receiver to the person, and this microcontroller unit receives the signals, and at the same time the person gets the signal through the vibrator, that is the vibrations. Next, coming to the working, consider a case in which number of people are playing. It is a throwball game. Now the player should be able to understand the following conditions, that is the ball, either the ball is stationary or the ball is moving, and the position of the ball and the velocity with which the ball is approaching, and someone who is ready to catch the ball. These all cases are involved in the playing of the ball by the blind children. Now coming to the software implementation, everything which we propose depends on the microcontroller unit, and that is its coding. So first we have given the inputs as motion and the tilt sensor, and the gyrator takes the outputs of the motion sensor and the tilt sensor and calculates the amount of the force applied and the angle with which the ball is projected, and depending on these two inputs to the gyrator calculates and it gives the variation in the form of the beep sound, that is the final output of the transmitter, that is nothing but the beep sound varies with respect to the output from the gyrator, and that depends on the angle and the motion of the sensors. And when this gyrator gives the signals to the microcontroller unit, the microcontroller unit acts as a transmitter and it gives the output as the buzzer. At the same time, when this microcontroller unit is acting as a transmitter, it transmits some data, and this data is received by the person who is ready to catch the ball, and after some time when he catches the ball stops the beep sound, that is when a person touches, the beep sound gets off, and when again the person throws the ball, the beep again gets on. And this is the complete circuit diagram of our project. Here we have considered a microcontroller unit and a motion sensor and a transmitter and an encoder circuit, that is which is used to encode the signals and give it to the receiver, and again at the same time tilt sensor. here, since we are using the battery as a supply, we do not directly give the we do not give the direct outputs to the microcontroller unit. For the effective working of the microcontroller unit, we just consider 5 volts from each the input. That is, to get these 5 volts, we have used a voltage regulator 7805. And coming to the conclusion, this beeper ball is with variable tones and alerting signals for motion identification, position detection and collision avoidance is proposed. This project would enable the visually challenged and partially blind children to do some physical activity. Our main motto behind this project is we want the blind children to play equally with the normal children, and this whole game should be played by the blind children under the guidance of the normal people, that is, who is able to see. Thank you.